shooter like all of y'all do. Even KVD said, he looked right at me and all of that. I don't believe it.
Frank Alexander, Tupac's bodyguard who was in the convoy that night, has backed up parts of Suge's story. Frank has said that Reggie asked him to lie to police about details of the MGM grand fight, specifically wanting Frank to claim that Orlando Anderson tried to snatch Tupac's chain when that's not what happened. Frank refused and later testified to authorities that Reggie had pressured him to change his story. Even more damning, Frank recorded phone conversations where Reggie tried to convince him not to comply with subpoenas, telling him that if he avoided testifying, everything would be fine, even though publicly Reggie was saying he wanted all witnesses to come forward and tell the truth. But the person who really connected the dots between Reggie Wright Jr. and Tupac's murder is someone who's been saying it from a jail cell for years, and nobody believed him until now.
The arrest in the Tupac Shakur murder 27 years later really shocked everyone last week, and we still have questions about why now.
Keith D., the man currently charged with Tupac's murder, has been pointing at Reggie Wright Jr. since his arrest in 2023. During court proceedings and in statements to investigators, Keith has said repeatedly that if he's going down for Tupac's death, then Reggie should be charged for Biggie's murder because they were both involved in the same conspiracy, both working with corrupt cops and industry people to eliminate threats. People dismiss this as Keith trying to deflect blame, but now that Suge is confirming Reggie's involvement, Keith's accusations suddenly look a lot more credible. How would Keith know about Reggie's role unless he'd actually worked with him or been hired by people Reggie was connected to?
Because the man who is now charged with the murder confessed in 2008 that he was involved and has been saying it very openly in interviews that he handed the gun to a guy named Orlando Anderson, his nephew.
The theory emerging from all this is that Tupac's murder wasn't just gang retaliation. It was a coordinated hit involving multiple players with different motivations. Reggie Wright Jr. wanted revenge for being fired and wanted to protect his informant relationship with the law enforcement by eliminating someone who discovered he was a snitch. Corrupt cops wanted Tupac dead because he was becoming too powerful and too vocal about police brutality and systemic racism. Gang members were willing to pull the trigger for money and street credibility. And people in the music industry, potentially including rivals from the East Coast, were happy to finance the whole operation because Tupac alive was bad for business and Tupac dead was profitable.
Keefe's story is that Orlando pulled the trigger and fired the shots into the car, which Suge Knight was driving. Tupac was the passenger. Tupac was killed and Suge was hit but survived.
What makes Suge's revelation so